Hello students, welcome to e-learning session. Today we'll start learning fundamental rights given by Constitution. So, fundamental rights part 1. Let's start. Students, have you seen these placards in a Kisan rally at Delhi? Why they are marching towards Delhi from Punjab and Haryana? Why they came from Punjab and Haryana? For what purpose? So these Kisans still they are protesting against a bill which is introduced and passed by the government. They think that it is against their right. So which right? Do you have any idea? See, the children are showing the play cards. Education is right. Then see the person. What he is telling? We must get the assurance of a minimum wage. It is our right. While the two ladies with that infant, which play card they are displaying? We have a right over our forests and its resources. So all these play cards that we see in newspapers or elsewhere in a rally or march, what they tells us? They tells us that these are their rights. So government cannot take away these rights. Student, you must be aware of children's rights. Can you name two important rights of children? Yes, these are free and compulsory education, and then no one can force them to work. Okay, so no one can give job or work to the child below 14 years age. And then we are aware of terms like women's rights, rights of tribals, rights of farmers, and so on. There are some questions regarding these rights. What are the uses of rights? Because of rights, women get chance means women can develop themselves, and then they can protect themselves against exploitation. So tribals also get they can develop themselves, and they can develop with their own languages, with their tradition. Farmers can able to sell their produce by the without any intermediate person. So as a result, they will get fair price for their produce. So this is possible because of the rights given by the Constitution. So Constitution gave certain rights to every individual, and we every individual got the rights by birth. Okay, so when individual uses these rights, then that person can develop in a conducive environment without discrimination, without the fear of discrimination, without the fear of exploitation. So we'll learn in this lesson, we'll learn about these rights, and we'll also learn whether government have authority to take away these rights, or whether anyone can discriminate between individuals. All these things will get understand from this lesson. By constitution, we get rights at birth. So every newborn baby has a right to live. So the entire society and government takes effort to ensure that baby is best of health. Baby is in the best of the health. So every individual get medical facilities, education facilities, and civic amenities facilities, so different facilities. So this is because of the Constitution. Constitution gave different facilities, and it comes under rights. So these rights which help every individual to develop themselves. How it become possible for every individual? Because all individuals are well protected from injustice, from exploitation, from discrimination and deprivation. When person or every individual grow in such free environment, then they can get chance to develop their skills and qualities and lead to the peaceful life. We saw some people are displaying their placards demanding their rights. Why they are demanding their rights? Because they are insisting on creating an atmosphere conducive to the development of themselves. Our Indian Constitution has guaranteed equal rights to all citizens. Why? In order to create this conducive atmosphere. Hence, these rights are fundamental rights as they are included in the Constitution and they have the status of law. So, it is imperative for everybody to abide by these rights. Students, do you have pet animals like dogs, cats, cows, buffaloes, goats? I know you surely take good care of them and love them. So, if these animals could speak, what rights do you think they would ask from you? Use your imagination power, write about their demands, and discuss it with me in our online session. So, please think about it. So, which rights are mentioned in the Constitution? Which are the rights that help us to develop ourselves and live in a peace, live in a harmony? So, these are the rights. First one, right to equality. Second one, right to freedom. Third one, right against exploitation. Fourth one, right to freedom of religion. Then cultural and educational rights, and last one, right to constitutional remedies. We'll understand one by one. So the first right is right to equality. So according to this right, the state cannot discriminate among citizens as superior or inferior and as a man and woman. They cannot give different treatment or privileges to anybody. As this right, it gives stress on the equality. So the same law applies equally to the all. This right to equality, it gives stress on equality before law means what? Our law means court cannot discriminate among citizens. Suppose there are foreigners who came here and lost their passport, and if they went into the court, they do not get any special treatment, and and Indians also, they do not get special treatment. So all are equal before the law. The court cannot discriminate among the individuals on the basis of richness or rich person and poor person, or the person working at high rank and the person who is working at low rank. So again there is a prohibition of discrimination. This right to equality, it gives stress on certain points. First one, equality. All are equal before laws. No one can rich and no one is poor. And then the right to equality, it gives stress on prohibition of discriminations. So before we got freedom, there were many princely states. So during that period, these princes of that princely states, they were having the names like Raja, Maharaja, Rao Bahadur, but this was prohibited after we got independence, when we got the freedom, when constitution came into, when we start executing the laws which are made by constitution. At that time, the constitution prohibited for such names. So because of it, everyone becomes equal status. So this happened because of prohibition of discrimination. Now, then the right to equality by constitution, given this right to every person, so it also gives stress on equality of opportunity in public employment. So here government cannot discriminate on the basis of caste, creed, religion. then on the basis of gender. Everyone has right in public employment. They should get fair chance. They should get opportunity to serve, and they should get the or show the skills what they learned during their childhood period, so they can serve to the government, so they will get the fair chance because of constitution. Then abolition of untouchability. So in the previous period before India got independence, untouchability was observed, but constitution abolished this practice of untouchability. Because of this right, every person become equal. They got equal status. Understood? So how every person get well protected because of this right. Understood? And then, as I told you, abolition of titles. Titles, so that Raja, Maharaja, Rao Bahadur, His Highness, Her Highness, such titles abolished by the constitution. So again one time we'll do revision. The state cannot discriminate against any citizen on what grounds? On the grounds of religion, caste, race, sex, descent, or place of birth or residence for government employment. The inhuman practice of untouchability which was prevalent in our country has been abolished by the law. So as a result, everyone got the equal status. Okay. So the practice of untouchability in any form is a cognizable offense. So if anyone practice the untouchability, then that person will get rigorous punishment by law. As I told you that India before independence we were having many princely states. So in order to establish equality in Indian society, the constitution has also abolished titles which create an artificial hierarchy among people. Means these titles creates then high status and low status among people. So our constitution has abolished these titles like Her Highness, His Highness, Raja, Maharaja, Rao Bahadur, etc. Here we are finishing today's part. We'll meet in next session. Till then, bye.